Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today we have Game 2 against the Minnesota Twins at Minnesota. Yesterday's game we won 4-1 on a stellar pitching performance from Dave Rozema. Right now we are sitting at 9-5 on a 3-game winning streak. And Minnesota is hanging out toward the bottom of the American League West. I did show the standings last game, but someone had mentioned that they wanted to see the National League standings. So there you go, if you want to take a look. The Cubs are already 11 games out after 2 weeks of the baseball season. So that is a putrid team there. And of course, Philadelphia was in the World Series in 1980, so I guess it's no surprise that they're off to such a great start. So today's matchup against the Twins is not the best pitching matchup so far this year. It's going to be my number 5 starter, Jack Billingham, who's 0-1 versus the lefty for the Minnesota Twins. Their number 2 starter, Geoff Zahn. So let's go ahead and get started. While we're waiting for this to load, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. There's a little button right over there. It says subscribe. Just go ahead and click on that for me. I would really appreciate it. Also down below in the description, you'll find all the other social media sites for Brainiac Baseball. Feel free to join any of those on Twitter or Facebook. Let's take a look here. As I mentioned before, we have Jack Billingham, who's had 2 starts so far and been pretty bad, but again, he's our number 5 starter, so I suppose we just want him to eat up some innings. Our bullpen is fully rested and ready to go. They've been pitching pretty well of late, so I'm grateful for that. Let's take a look at the lineup versus the lefty. There we go, Geoff Zahn. So for this lineup, I took out Alan Trammell. This will be his first day of rest during the 1980 season, and I'm sticking in there longtime backup Mark Wagner at short. Other than that, I did, even though it is a lefty, I did put in Richie Hebner, who is not nearly as good as Tom Brookins defensively, but overall much better as a hitter. And so we're going to try to get some offense going against Geoff Zahn. One way or another, this game is either going to be all offense or probably no runs scored. So we'll see how that plays out. Oh, I forgot to mention that I do have Rick Peters in there at DH. He started the last game as well, but I've moved him up to the first position. The lineup for the Twins is different. They have Butch Weiniger in there at short, and Roy Smalley, who came in defensively in the first game, gets the start at short, and John Castino is playing third base today. Let's get it started. So we have Rick Peters leading off versus Geoff Zahn. Peters gets a base hit to the left. Do I want to stretch it for a double? Absolutely. 90% chance where it's a poor arm in left. Oh, no!
I think we got hosed on
They
that.
totally baited me into that. That should have been a gimme. That's not fair. I mean, and Adams isn't even a left fielder. I mean, I guess that's his position, but remember, he started yesterday at shortstop. And his arm is terrible. His range, I mean, that should not have happened.
Settle down, Beavis.
But it did, and so we move on. There we go. Base hit for Lou to right field. And bring it up Steve Kemp. Oh, Kemp grounds to second. Is that 2? Nope. Forcing the runner at second. And Parrish has a chance here to make something happen. He does. He shoots it to the gap. First and third. Oh, here's a chance to send a runner home. So Kemp is right there. The ball's right there. I mean, yeah, it's early. Let's make it happen.
Great Odin's Raven.
There we go. Kemp scores, and we take an early lead. Parrish goes to second. I guess you're giving him a double, so we'll take it. In the fifth spot, we have JT, who grounds out to second. So we had 3 hits in that first inning, but only 1 run.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
Billingham pitching to Kurt Siebert. I thought that was the Texas Rangers hat that Siebert's wearing, but it's actually the Toledo Mudhens. He played for the Cubs before the Twins, and then he was released and brought over to the Twinkies, and played for 2 years, and then he was out of baseball by age 25. Huskin Powell to the plate. Ooh, he rips it down the line. And that's going to be a double for Powell. Dave Engel in the DH spot, not providing a lot of offense there. It's flying out to center. And Butch Weiniger batting cleanup, who finished second in the Rookie of the Year balloting in 1976. He grounds out to short. And top of the second, Richie Hebner up. So Geoff Zahn has some Michigan roots. Me being a Detroit Tigers fan, Geoff Zahn was a starting pitcher for the University of Michigan for many years, and then after he retired, he became their head coach from 1996 to 2001. So as much as I like that about him, I hope we crush him today. Stegman taking a walk, and with 2 down, it brings up Mark Wagner, who flies out to center. So Roy Smalley to the plate against Billingham in the bottom of the second, and Smalley's going to fly out to center. Smalley had 2 World Series, College World Series championships at USC. And then he was the number 1 draft pick for the Texas Rangers. 1, 2, 3 that inning for Billingham, which is good. We can use all the easy innings we can get. So Zahn walks Peters. We have a lead. Peters has the best speed on the major league team. So we're going to try to have him steal second versus Weiniger. Weiniger is a great defensive catcher. But we're going to take a chance.
No problemo.
And he does get the stolen base to second. So we're going to Whitaker swing away. And he's going to fly out to right, but that'll get Peters to third. And now we have Kemp with an opportunity to extend the lead. But Kemp takes strike 3 looking, which any other result would have been better. And Parrish is going to ground the ball to short, so we don't capitalize there. And to the bottom of the third. So here's John Castino against Jack Billingham. And Castino has got a long fly ball to the left. Oof, right to the fence. And now we have Glenn Adams to the plate. He was the number 1 draft pick for the Houston Astros in 1968. But he was released in 72, and then the San Francisco Giants took a flyer on him in 73, and he went on to have a nice 8-year career. Wow, back-to-back hits for the Twins, and now we're looking at first and third. I'm not really thinking we're going to get a double play here. I'm going to bring the third baseman in though. It's a ground ball to first. Is that 2? Nope. Run scores. On the force at second. And that brings up Engel, who also grounds it to first. So the game's all tied going into the fourth. I always felt like Geoff Zahn looked like the pitcher from Major League. The old guy that threw the knuckleball with the icy hot all over his shoulder.
Am I right or am I right or am I right?
I just feel like he has a real close resemblance to him. Hebner lines out to left for the second out. And we got Lynn Jones coming to the plate. Lazy fly ball to right. Geoff Zahn did have one All-Star appearance. He went 18-8 for the California Angels. And he had one more solid year after that, and then he was basically done as a starting pitcher. One down, and Smalley walks. Bringing up Mike Cubbage. Mike Cubbage, he hit what is called an accidental cycle. In the second inning for Mike Cubbage, he hit a fly ball that he went for a triple, but it was thrown out, so he got a double on it, technically. And then his next 3 at-bats, he got a triple, a single, and then a home run. Mark Wagner grounds out to short. Bringing up Rick Peters, who's 1 for 1 with a walk, batting .500 right now. He shoots the ball to right, and he's out. So, this game is moving along. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Bringing up Kenny Landreau. Landreau grounds out to second. And now we're looking at John Castino at the plate. Oof, is that gone? It is. Well, he crushed it. 432 feet. That gives the Twins the lead with the number 9 hitter up. And he grounds out to second for 2. Giving the top of the lineup again to Kurt Siebert, who flies out to center. Top of the 6th. We need to get something rolling here. We seem to be a team that scores late. The last few games we've been putting runs on the board once the pitcher gets tired, which I guess makes logical sense, but and then putting up runs against the bullpen in the extra inning games we played. So I guess we just need to hang in there. Bottom of the 6th. So now we're going into the longest start for Jack Billingham this year. He grounds out, Powell grounds out with third, bringing up Dave Engel. Ooh, is that going to? Yes, oh man. So that's Engel's first home run of the year, and giving the Twins a 2-run lead. And Billingham's tired, so we're going to keep him on a short leash here as Weiniger flies out to center field. And now we're facing off against Smalley, who grounds out to second. So that'll probably be it for Billingham. I'll take the 6 innings out of him, even though we're down by 2. Thompson lines out to second, bringing up Richie Hebner. Nothing. Wow, this is bad. There we go. Lynn Jones with base hit to center. Do we want to switch it to 2? No. We're down by 2 runs. And a 2-run homer will tie it, even though it brings up Stegman, who's really a defensive player, not an offensive threat. Okay, so that's it for Billingham. Not the worst performance. We're in the 7th. We're going to bring in Pat Underwood. Schatzhader is our best reliever, but I'm not going to blow his arm out early in the season, so let's see if Underwood can get through this inning. Not a good start as Cubbage gets a base hit up the middle. Bringing Kenny Landreau to the plate. Oh man, all I had to do was get the 2 lefties out and he couldn't do it. So I'm reluctant to have him pitch against Castino. So let's bring in Weaver. We're going to guard the lines. And Castino lines out to center, bringing up Glenn Adams. I think we're gonna try to turn 2.
Just what do you think you're doing?
It would be smart to bring in a lefty here to face him, but I just don't want to risk it. Let's see if we can get 2 here. Yes, we get out of it. So good job by Roger Weaver. So let's see if we can take that momentum and turn it into something. Yeah, there we go. There's a double to the wall for Wagner. Coming through in the clutch, replacing Trammell today. I'm going to have Peters hit to the right side, but he doesn't. Takes the pitch, and that is stupid. So Whitaker shoots it through the left side as Zahn is now tired. That'll get us our 2nd run. And it brings Kemp to the plate. Zahn's up to 108 pitches. I'm going to hit and run and get Whitaker moving. Oh no! That wasn't even close. It was really a pitch out.
Like 3 feet of air that time.
And looks like Kemp was trying to protect the runner, but Whitaker was easily thrown out there. And now we've killed our rally. And Kemp pops out. So that backfired. And now we're in the bottom of the 8th. At the top of the lineup, and I'm going to let Weaver pitch to Siebert, who's going to be walked.
Just a bit outside.
So that was a terrible idea. We're going to let him face off against Powell. Flies out to center. And Dave Engel, who got his first home run in his last at bat. Grounds the ball to short. Is that 2? It is. Back-to-back double plays in the 7th and 8th.
Inconceivable!
And the Twins are bringing in their closer, John Verhoeven, who's not pitched in the majors for 3 years, but for some reason is the closer for the Twinkies. And we're going to need a little miracle to pull this one out. And Parrish drops it down the line for a base hit. I'm going to take Parrish out of the game for a pinch runner. I guess Trammell might have the best speed. He's an 84. Or is it Brookins? A 94. There we go. So we're going to put Brookins in for Parrish. And we're going to give Thompson a chance to swing away, and if that doesn't work, we're going to give oh no, is that going to be 2? No. Okay. Brookins beats it out. So, that's okay. Let's see if Hebner can get a base hit. No, he takes a walk. And so now we have first and second with one out. And we're going to bring Champ Summers in to pinch hit for Jones. And if we make it into extras, he can take his defensive position. And let's see what happens. He pops up. So that'll be 2 down. We're down to our last out. And I don't have anybody to replace Stegman, so he's going to have to swing away here, whether I like it or not, and I don't. Oh, he grounds out to third base, and that's the game. So we lose a close one, 3-2. That's incredibly disappointing. We should be crushing this team. Let me pull up the box score. You can feel free to pause it, take a long look at it if you like. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate the viewership. Please take a look down in the descriptions and like and subscribe, or click on any of the links to our other Brainiac baseball sites, and I will be glad to add you to Twitter or to Facebook. Thanks again, everyone. Have a good night.